This year's Ghana Teacher Prize is under the theme, "The Transformation of Education Begins with Teachers." It is aimed at motivating teachers who have performed exceptionally well in a bid to promote excellence and professionalism among educators and managers of schools. Sector Minister Dr. Yao Osei-Aduchum is full of praise for the Ghanaian teacher.
Under limiting circumstances, the teacher works hard to produce outcomes, and I don't believe that any one of us, either at the ministry or at any of our agencies, underestimate the value of the teacher. We'll continue to work hard to make sure that quality outcomes are produced for this nation.
Mr. Aduchum comments that every teacher feels happy when they are being appreciated by their students.
There's nothing more rewarding than a student walking up to you and saying that I appreciate you. Two moments in my teaching career that I'll never forget. The first and the one I'll talk about is when I entered my classroom in the US. It was a summer program and I was teaching SAT prep. And I didn't know that a student had been working on some question for so many days and they couldn't solve it. I entered the classroom and said, "Can you solve this for us?" I took it, I looked at it, I went to the board, I solved the problem, went through about 5 steps. After I finished, the whole class started clapping. And I will never forget that moment. I felt rewarded there that students appreciate the work that we have done.
Dr. Aduchum says government is now turning its attention to quality at the senior secondary level after achieving high enrollment figures since the implementation of the free SHS program.
It's not good enough for us to have 48 schools in Ghana, high schools, where the pass rate is 1% or less. That a student who go to one of these 48 schools have a less than 1% chance of going to the university. There's a need for us to come together to reform these schools, and I'm glad MasterCard Foundation has given funding, and as I speak with you, transformation is taking place in some selected schools where the funds could support in teacher training and other aspects that will truly bring about the transformation. We have to begin to look at how do we ensure that after attaining access in secondary education through the free senior high school, increasing enrollment from 800,000 to 1.3, how do we improve quality? So on that score, I'm also happy that the President has provided resources. Science labs through GET Fund are under construction in existing schools.
Also speaking at the launch of the Ghana Teacher Prize, the president of the Ghana National Association of Teachers, Reverend Isaac Owusu, bemoans the poor conditions under which teachers work. He insists that incentivizing teachers will go a long way to improving student performance.
The theme for this year's Ghana Teacher Prize celebration, to quote, "The transformation of education begins with a teacher," unquote. It's very appropriate and a recognition that teachers need to be prioritized for the holistic transformation of education in Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chairman, there is no doubt that a teacher plays a pivotal role in the transformation of education and the society at large. Suddenly, Mr. Chairman, teachers has not been accorded that recognition. The general condition under which the teacher works remain unattractive to the extent that many of our school children don't feel attracted to be teachers. Let us use this celebration, Mr. Chairman, to reposition the teaching profession to regain its past glories. The teacher also deserves better. The teacher is also a worker. The teacher must be prioritized to lead the transformation agenda.
Irene Enin's report for Joy Learning.